All right, let's dive in. Today, we are unpacking the incredible world of global festivals. From these super quiet, beautiful moments of remembrance to streets literally exploding with color. We're going to see all the amazing and, frankly, sometimes wild ways people celebrate life all around the globe. So, to kick things off, here's a question for you. What on earth could serene, floating lanterns have in common with a herd of charging bulls? I mean, they sound like polar opposites, right? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple, but it's also kind of profound. They are both pure, unfiltered expressions of human celebration. They show us the huge, wild spectrum of how we connect with each other, how we remember, and how we find joy. So let's start on the calmer end of that spectrum, okay? We're going to look at traditions that honor the past with this quiet, really powerful kind of beauty and grace. First up, we're in Japan for the Obon Festival. This is a time that's all about honoring the spirits of ancestors. And the absolute highlight is this breathtaking ritual where families release these glowing paper lanterns onto rivers, creating this silent, shimmering path to guide the spirits home. Just try to picture that. Hundreds of these little lights just drifting silently into the darkness. It's not a loud party. It's this deeply serene and almost mystical glow. It's a moment that feels both universally beautiful and, intensely personal. Okay, now let's jump over to Mexico for another festival of remembrance, Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead. Here, families build these incredibly vibrant altars with marigolds and offerings. But this isn't a sad, somber thing. Oh no, it is a full-on, lively party to welcome the spirits of their loved ones back for a little visit. And this comparison really gets to the heart of it. Both festivals are about honoring ancestors, but their vibe is so beautifully different. Obon in Japan is about gently guiding spirits away with this serene, mystical mood. Meanwhile, Mexico's Day of the Dead is a huge, colorful party to welcome them back. It just goes to show how two different cultures can look at the same exact thing, our connection to the past, in such unique and powerful ways. All right, time to crank up the energy. A lot. We're leaving that quiet remembrance behind, and we are jumping headfirst into the joyous chaos of massive public celebrations. Yeah, so forget quiet reflection for a minute. This next batch of festivals, it's all about shared, explosive, communal joy. We're talking about entire cities just coming alive with color and water and music. It's incredible. I mean, just look at this lineup. In India, you've got Holi, where the air just fills with these clouds of bright colored powder. Then in Thailand, their New Year's Songkran basically turns into a massive nationwide water fight. And over in the Netherlands, King's Day sees the entire country dressed in orange, just partying in the streets. So what's behind all this fun? Well, for Holi, it's all about celebrating spring and love. Songkran is about washing away bad luck for the new year. And King's Day? That's just pure, awesome national pride. So you have different reasons, but the result is exactly the same. Pure, unadulterated joy. Now, if you thought that was intense, you might want to brace yourself. We're about to explore the festivals that really push the boundaries. The ones that blend tradition with risk, a little bit of strangeness, and some high drama. Because let's be honest, not all celebrations are neat and tidy, right? Some of them require some real guts, while others are, well, they're designed to be just incredibly messy. And it does not get much messier than this. Up in Scotland, there's a pre-wedding ritual called the blackening. Basically, friends playfully ambush the couple and cover them in stuff like soot, flour, and treacle. It's a rite of passage. It's kind of the community's way of saying, hey, if you can get through this, you can handle whatever marriage throws at you. It's all about building resilience through some shared chaotic fun. Okay, so we're going from messy to genuinely dangerous. We're now shifting gears from a playful hazing to a tradition that involves real physical risk and a massive dose of courage. This quote pretty much says it all. It perfectly captures the feeling of the running of the bulls in Pamplona, Spain. Every single year, people test their nerve by racing through these narrow streets right next to powerful, charging bulls. It is without a doubt one of the most exhilarating and dangerous festivals in the entire world. And for our last stop in this section, we find this amazing blend of drama and tradition down in Nicaragua. The El Guigenze Festival is basically a piece of living street theater. They use these elaborate masks, music, and dance to perform these satirical stories about the country's colonial history. It's just a really vibrant, dramatic, and powerful way to express cultural identity. So, wow, we have journeyed from serene rivers all the way to charging bulls. What does all this mean? Let's try to bring it all together and find the common thread in this amazing human tapestry. When you take a step back and look at all of it, you realize these celebrations truly cover the entire spectrum of human experience. We've seen things that are breathtakingly beautiful, genuinely scary, totally exhilarating, and some moments that are just wonderfully strange. And ultimately, whether it's a quiet little tribute or a massive, chaotic street party, every single one of these traditions powerfully reflects what it means to be human, our creativity, our huge capacity for joy, and yeah, sometimes our incredible bravery. And that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? Despite all their wild differences, every single one of these festivals at its very core is a celebration of life itself, of unique cultures, and of that fundamental human need we all have to connect with each other. Which really just leaves one last question. After seeing all the incredible ways that people express joy, honor their history, and connect with each other, how will you celebrate?